I've been putting off making this recording for a while now, but I said I was going to do a recording of the X series, and dang it, I'm going to do it. So let's go. Now, primarily one of the reasons why I wanted to do this was because I want to show people that have never played these games that they're not actually as difficult as they look. It's just the concept of hand-eye coordination and the timing that it takes to really master this. And at no point do I expect any of my playthroughs for any of the games to be perfect, because I'm not. I've just been playing this game for years, and I've played through it multiple times, so I'm familiar with it. That being said, there's always room for mistakes, and there's always room for chances to grow. In my opinion, the first game is one of, if not the best, because it's the best way to get the most comfortable learning curve for how these games work. The idea of having to wall climb to maneuver, the idea of having to line up shots for enemies at different heights, knowing when to time a charge shot as opposed to just firing a regular shot. Does it make more sense to just use regular shots as opposed to taking the time to do charge shots? There's no right way to do it. There's just a preferred way to do it. There's ways that make it easier, but there's no such thing as a right way to do it. And while this intro stage is long, when you've done it as many times as I have, it's still a great way to get the basic idea of how the game controls. Fuck you. That's rare. Getting a 1-up in the intro stage is rare. Ow. Like I said before, it's not going to come out perfect at any given point. I looked it up earlier, and I realized I was roughly around the age of 5 or 6 when this game originally came out, which is just like mind-blowing for me that I was that young. Long time no see, Vile. Let's go. Ow. Ow. Your mother. There is a lot to unpack in that conversation, because Zero knows that as far as capabilities they're built with, he's capped at how much he can grow. It's just a matter of what can he do with what he has. X has the ability to continuously grow. so long as he experiences, which is very human when you think about it. The idea that as long as you experience, you have the ability to grow. You just don't know what you're capable of until you've tested it. I like that idea. The idea of having the potential to grow into just about anything based on what you experience. And it's one of the reasons why I like X as a character, because he could have been written as a villain or as a hero. Just for the basic concept of how he works. Someone's gonna ask me this question. No, I'm not using a turbo controller. I just set my shot button for R1, which is extremely comfortable for rapid fire without making holding the controller uncomfortable. Sorry, I really love the music in this game. This is gonna happen a lot throughout these games. I apologize. I mean, I didn't have much of a choice. You were kind of in the middle of the walkway. Interesting thing to give a robot, but I see why. Do you have too much faith in the world? You designed me with this purpose, so I'm assuming you thought this might happen. So you planned for this to go south. So what I'm understanding, Dr. Light, is that you had planned on something like this happening and prepped parts for just in case. Well, I ain't mad. Okay, that is much more comfortable. Ow. So one thing I will say about stages, bosses, and like the order in which you go about this game. There is no right or wrong order. For each of the games, there is a path you can take that will allow you to have to backtrack the least when you collect all the power-ups and whatnot. I'm going to go through the way that you would go, where you would have to go back to the same stage twice, the least. You have complete freedom to go in whatever order feels comfortable for you, makes sense to you, whatever. I just like doing it this way because I don't want to have to repeat the same stage more than I need to, so I try not to have to visit the same stage too many times unless I have to. It gets more difficult to figure out the way to do this as you go further down in the series, but for the most part, it's not that bad. Sorry, I had a notification. I wanted to check my phone real fast. I'm good. Let's go! Our first boss run. Chill Penguin. Not necessarily difficult once you understand how he works. Whew, that was my mistake. Nope. You're not catching me twice, Joe. Damn. Really? That's different. It's me or you. And I choose you. Whew. No matter how many times you get good at this game, there's always an opportunity to fail. I need to remind people of that. There's always an opportunity to fail. You could perfect it, but it's not fun if you do it that way. Now, very similar to the concept of Pokemon, every boss has a weakness. There's a weapon that works better against each boss. But when you first start the game, you'll have to pick one to go for to figure out what that one goes to. Now, at this point, I am not going for the boss whose weakness I just got. I am choosing to go in the order of collectibles that make the most sense. Go. One thing I will say specifically about the first game is that, yes, the environment does change based on the bosses you defeated. Originally, this was a factory where, robots were melted down into parts, so all of this ice was originally lava, but with Chill Penguin defeated, it froze over. You will notice that in certain games, what you do in one stage does affect the layout of another. Now, the reason why I chose to come here specifically is for three things, two of which are easier to acquire than the others. One, Heart Tank. Extends your life. Two would be up here, which, by the way, I need to preface this. I have been playing this game multiple times since I was a child. The only reason why I remember where all of this stuff is because I've done this so many times. Now, when I get to the third game, my memory of where everything is becomes a lot less, so I may not be as fluent with finding everything at that point, because I've only really played the first two the most. The third, not as much, and the fourth, I have very vague memories of going through. I completely pressed the wrong button on that jump. I am so sorry. Did I ever tell you guys that I'm actually not used to the concept of talking and gaming at the same time? I'm a very quiet gamer in my personal life, so I am still getting used to this, and it feels so weird, because I'm gonna be so honest with y'all, I generally normally game in complete silence if I'm by myself, unless I'm like talking out loud about just planning what I'm doing, but I'm not doing anything that involves me cognitively thinking, so I don't need to say anything. Okay, this is one of the hardest power-ups to get in this game because this jump is so specific, but wait a minute. I can't get that power-up yet, because there was a stage I was supposed to go to before I came here. We're gonna come back. I screwed up my own order. I thought something was weird about this. I shouldn't even be here. Low-key want to just die, not beat this boss, and go to where I was supposed to be. High-key might actually do that. No, that would take longer. I'm just gonna beat the boss. Okay, I completely screwed that up. I am so sorry. I didn't realize it until just now. I shouldn't even be here. That's okay. Truth be told, the boss itself is not hard to beat. Again, I don't have his weakness, but honestly, you don't need it. You really don't. This is one of those bosses where I would legitimately say it's not hard to beat him without dying once you know what he does. I could probably beat him with the health that I have. Let's go. The main thing you want to remember is do not be on the floor when he stomps down, because it does that and immobilizes you, but basically that was my mistake. I miscalculated that jump. This is what I was saying about how you can always make mistakes no matter how many times you've done this. I want to curse you out so bad, but I won't. What I was trying to say was, he's not difficult. He really isn't. Just remember that when he stomps down, if you're on the floor, it is going to immobilize you. And when he decides to blow his... Sorry. Trunk, that actually changes the direction of the conveyor belt. So currently it's going towards him, but if he does it again, it would go in the opposite direction. Now those, he's going to lay those down, which are oil if you can't tell by what it looks like, and then burn them. So just watch out for his fire shots so he doesn't burn it while you're standing on it. He's basically trying to force you into it and then burn you with it. Kind of like that. No. The bosses do get harder as you go further into the series. I will be honest with you, there's about, not counting toward the end of the game, just out of the basic 8, there's, in my opinion, 4 that are difficult if you don't use their weakness. So that was not the stage I should have went to. I screwed up my own no backtrack order because I should have been here. My daughter's going to sleep. That's so cute. I'm sure that 90% of people that have never played this game have heard this song. Thank you, Terminal Montage. Yes, if you want to use my playthrough as like a guide on how to find things, you absolutely can. If you need a better explanation of where I'm going to grab things, you can always ask me. Excuse me. I'm even willing to go back to the game again and just specifically take screen caps of where things are, or make screen caps out of this playthrough for it if you need. Excuse me, which I'm probably going to do anyway, honestly. I am really resisting the urge to sing along to this song. I love it so much. But I don't want to make too much noise because my daughter's like just falling asleep and I don't want to wake her back up. Even though I'm pretty sure she would sleep through it because she doesn't generally sleep in silence anyway. Fudge. How long does it take to beat this entire game? If you're familiar with it, you could probably beat this game in less than 2 hours. You have to remember it is a Super Nintendo game, so it really wasn't designed to be something you have to take a long time to go through, but it does have a save system, so you didn't have to do it in one sitting. But you could. You legit can. Now what I was supposed to go for first was this, because I need the helmet attachment. I I just said that. Which will allow you to break some ceilings with a headbutt. I'm gonna be so honest with you, there's very niche situations where you actually use that in this game, but they're all to find something you would use to enhance yourself. So essentially all it really does for specific ceiling tiles, which are very easy to see, is this. So remember in Flame Mammoth stage when I was talking about how one of the hardest power-ups in the game were there? I need to be able to break that ceiling in order to get to it. I'm gonna go back there and go get it, but I might as well kick Storm Eagle's ass while I'm here. He is one of my favorite bosses in this game because he taught me the concept of dodge. Dodge and timing. If anything, if you have bad reflexes or just really bad at seeing something coming and then moving out of the way, it's gonna kill you a lot until you get used to it, but he's a good boss to teach you on how to do that. Ow. Do I have I do. I have 2 energy tanks. I just don't have anything in them. Oh! Energy tanks. So when your health is full, if you collect health, they get stored in the energy tanks that you have. You can collect a max of 4 in this game. And the only thing that I hate is that regardless of how much health you lost, it will use the entire energy tank. So like even if I tried to refill my health from right there, it would use the entire energy tank, even though I didn't need the whole thing. So me personally, I would recommend waiting until your health is fairly low before you use them, because it's going to empty the entire thing anyway in this game. It changes later, but as far as this game, it's going to empty out the whole thing. This is one of those boss fights where I would really suggest using your ears, because that dive attack, as you heard, has a specific sound effect. It doesn't tell you where he's coming from, it just tells you when to be prepared to move. Unless you're wearing headphones, then it slightly does help a little bit more in the direction. Ow. That attack is not designed to hit you, his whole thing is trying to push you off. This fight is more like literally a Smash Brothers battle. With that probably being his, like, down air. Gotcha. So what's that? 3 bosses down already? 3 out of 8? Okay, now here comes backtracking that I didn't want to have to do, but I screwed up. Okay. See it? Nice. So we go back to Flame Mammoth stage. Once you've beaten a stage, you can exit it in the middle of the stage. You don't have to go all the way to the end. But what I was supposed to do was do Storm Eagle stage first, so I have the helmet piece. So I could go... Excuse me. Here. Now, I have to get up there. The only way to really do it is to time your jump from here, dash, jump, and hit that edge, and then wall kick your way up. Damn it. It's gonna take me a few minutes. I'm sorry. There's no perfect way to do this. There is. I'm not that frame perfect to nail it that way. Damn it. You son of a... Damn it. Damn it. You're gonna hear me say that a lot. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. God. This is the only thing that I have no control over, no matter how many times I've done this game, is just how difficult this is. It's not even difficult, it's precise. But this is also why I say your dash and your jump button should be comfortable in a comfortable location near each other so that you can do this easily. You should be able to dash and jump fairly comfortably where it's not an uncomfortable process to position your fingers to do it. Because for these games, you're going to be making that action a lot. Dash jumps is like the core movement mechanic for the X games. Are you always going to do it? No, but you're going to do a lot of it. So I would get comfortable with the concept of dashing, jumping, and doing it as one motion. Oh, I had it, and I didn't catch it. I hate when I do that. Come on. Oh my god. I lost momentum mid-jump. Oh my fucking god. Hon, I am not angry. I love the music in this game so much. Like, I can't stress that enough. I love music in this game so much. How long have I been recording for? 27 minutes? Okay. Oh my god. If I do anything else with this one session, I'm getting that damn power up and then starting another one. Wait, why did I stop mid-air? That was weird. Why do I keep doing that? That's so weird. I am not doing that on purpose. I had it. Damn. You son of a bitch.